Red light therapy has over 5,000 peer-reviewed studies. But 90% of what you hear online is actually complete garbage. Here is what the actual solid science has managed to prove beyond a doubt. You have likely seen the exaggerated claims popping up everywhere you look. Claimed weight loss is one of the popular, though often unproven, promises you might encounter. Cellulite removal is another frequently mentioned benefit that deserves serious scrutiny. Many ads also promise instant pain relief from the application of this therapy. You might also see the hype about anti-aging miracles that can transform your appearance. They also claim your skin will start to glow with renewed vitality almost immediately. Some marketing even suggests that your stored body fat will simply melt away with use. Ultimately, the entire pitch suggests that your whole life is about to change for the better. But here is the uncomfortable truth that many companies do not want you to hear. Most of those sweeping claims have absolutely zero actual clinical support behind them. Companies are making millions right now by selling you manufactured hope wrapped inside red LED lights. So, what exactly does the verifiable science actually back up in the real world? As a multiple award-winning health clinic owner who has tested these devices, let me cut through the noise for you. I will break down exactly what works, what definitely does not work, and how you can actually start getting tangible results. First, we need to talk about how this entire mechanism actually functions, because understanding it helps you spot the obvious scams. When red and near-infrared light finally hits your skin, it penetrates deep into your cells and gets absorbed by your mitochondria. You should think of mitochondria as the tiny essential power plants residing inside every single cell. The light basically supercharges these little power plants to create more ATP, which is the energy currency your cells use for everything they do. Having more of this energy translates directly to faster cellular repair, more collagen production, and naturally reduced inflammation throughout the body. This concept is not some vague woo-woo wellness talk you hear from influencers. This is fundamentally based on basic, established cellular biology principles. This fundamental mechanism explains why the proven benefits are so incredibly specific and not everything the ads claim. Now, let us get directly into the 3 specific benefits that have the absolute strongest scientific evidence supporting them. Benefit number 1 is skin rejuvenation and the general process of anti-aging. This area actually has the most rock-solid, compelling research supporting its effectiveness. A landmark study published in a major dermatology journal followed 136 volunteers who showed statistically significant improvements in their complexion. Here is the key part. The study also confirmed an increase in something called intradermal collagen density. That finding means the beneficial collagen wasn't just sitting on the surface layer of the skin. Instead, the research indicated that it was actively building deeper within the actual skin structure. Red light at the 630 to 670 nanometer range penetrates about 8 to 10 millimeters into the tissue, directly stimulating the fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are the specific cells responsible for producing the vital proteins like collagen and elastin. These are the essential proteins that work hard to keep your skin feeling firm and remaining elastic over time. As we naturally progress through age, our bodies simply produce significantly less of these important proteins. Red light therapy effectively serves as a signal, telling your cells to ramp that production back up to a higher level. This is precisely why actual board-certified dermatologists regularly incorporate this technology into their clinical settings. It is not merely hype spread by social media influencers. It is absolutely evidence-based medicine. Moving on to benefit number 2, which is focused entirely on accelerated wound healing. Interestingly, this specific application is actually where the entire underlying technology was first discovered. Back in the 1990s, NASA was running experiments with lead technology specifically to grow various plants while in space. The researchers unexpectedly discovered that the exact same light wavelengths dramatically sped up the wound healing process for the astronauts involved. Fast forwarding to today, a recent meta-analysis reviewing 18 randomized controlled trials confirmed that low-level light therapy significantly speeds up skin wound closure. The research specifically pertaining to diabetic foot ulcers is particularly compelling and shows amazing results. These are wounds that traditionally take many long months to fully heal and often unfortunately result in amputations. Red light therapy has been shown to cut that substantial healing time down significantly for these severe cases. The underlying mechanism here is precisely the same. More ATP means more cellular energy, leading to faster overall tissue repair. Your body already possesses all the innate knowledge it needs to heal itself effectively. The red light is simply providing the required extra fuel necessary for your body to complete the job faster. Benefit number 3, which often surprises many people, is the proven promotion of hair growth. Despite the surprise, the clinical evidence backing this claim is actually very solid and consistent. Multiple randomized controlled trials confirm that red light at that specific 630 to 670 nanometer range can stimulate hair follicles. This effect is most notable in people diagnosed with androgenic alopecia, which is the medical term for standard pattern baldness. The light works by improving local blood flow directly to the hair follicles and extending the active growth phase of the hair cycle. Clinical studies have demonstrated measurable improvements in both the total hair count and the overall thickness after consistent application. But here is the single most critical caveat you must understand about hair growth benefits. It only shows effectiveness on thinning hair where the actual follicles are still structurally alive. If the follicle itself is completely dead and gone, no amount of red light therapy will ever bring it back to life. This technology works best when applied to cases of early-stage hair loss, not for completely bald areas. Furthermore, you absolutely need to practice patience, because you should expect at least 4 to 6 months of consistent use before seeing any visible changes. Now let us pivot and discuss what simply does not have good supporting evidence, as this is where most people unfortunately waste their hard-earned money. Let's first address the claims surrounding weight loss, which are weak at best scientifically. Do not let those heavily filtered before and after photos convince you of any dramatic slimming effect. What about the effectiveness for cellulite removal? There is barely any reliable support for that claim. Only a few very small preliminary studies have managed to show only minimal, often negligible effects. We must be clear that this is absolutely not a treatment for any form of cancer whatsoever. There is simply no evidence whatsoever that red light effectively treats cancer, and anyone suggesting otherwise is being genuinely dangerous. For athletes, the topic of performance enhancement and muscle recovery is often brought up by manufacturers. The research here is definitely promising, but it is still considered emerging and inconclusive. A specific review from Stanford in 2025 noted that these particular applications lack sufficient data compared to skin and hair benefits. Do not let aggressive marketing hype be the thing that successfully separates you from your hard-earned money. Your focus should remain strictly on what is already consistently proven by reliable data. So, if you are genuinely seeking actual, noticeable results, here is the precise protocol that the research strongly backs. The specific wavelengths of light you use are absolutely critical to achieving success with this treatment. You want a combination of red light between 630 and 670 nanometers for surface benefits, plus near-infrared between 810 and 850 for deeper tissue penetration. Fortunately, most quality panels available on the market today are designed to offer you both of these required light types. Your physical treatment distance should be maintained between 6 to 18 inches from the surface of the light source. Being closer to the panel means you deliver more energy intensity to a smaller targeted area for better effect. Being further back allows you to cover a much larger surface area, but it naturally comes with a reduction in light intensity. For session duration, aim for 10 to 20 minutes of treatment time per specific area you are targeting. You should follow your specific device manufacturer's instructions, but this is the generally accepted therapeutic range. The recommended frequency is 3 to 5 full sessions completed every single week. And here is a major detail that most people unfortunately get completely wrong. Consistency always beats out intensity in the long run. 5 shorter 15-minute sessions across the week will always outperform one single, long 60-minute marathon session. In terms of the actual timeline for seeing results, expect approximately 4 to 8 weeks for noticeable skin improvements. For any actual hair growth, you must be prepared for a longer commitment of 4 to 6 months minimum to see anything significant. Pain relief, on the other hand, can sometimes register much faster, often within just 2 to 4 weeks of starting treatment. And here is one more absolutely crucial physical detail to remember. The light waves cannot penetrate through clothing material. Your bare skin must be clean and completely exposed directly to the light source for it to work. You must actively remove all makeup, lotions, or any sunscreen before starting any session for proper effectiveness. Anything left sitting on your skin will simply block or scatter the therapeutic light waves away from your cells. And that is really the entire evidence-based breakdown you need to know. There are no magic pills or secret miracle cures that bypass the fundamental laws of biology. There are no secret miracle cures for instant success. Only consistent application of the proven therapy. Just consistent application of this evidence-based therapy is the real key to unlocking results. I have personally tested dozens of the various light panels available on the market over the last few years. If you want my full unfiltered breakdown of which devices actually deliver on their written specifications and which ones are overpriced junk, I have linked my complete guide in the description below. In that detailed guide, I cover absolutely everything from the most budget-friendly options up to the professional-grade panels. If this video successfully helped you cut through all that misleading noise, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. I am dedicated to breaking down complex wellness technology and separating what actually works from what is just expensive, empty marketing. My goal is always to deliver zero fluff and absolutely no more unnecessary BS. What I deliver is purely based on verifiable, clinical evidence. Be sure to go check out our in-depth written guide on red light therapy, located in the description section right now. Please drop a comment down below if you have any remaining questions about red light therapy, or if you want me to cover a specific topic next time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we explore more technology.